안녕하세요. Guys, it's Wets. You know RNG is not always kind to all of us in this game. And sometimes when you're farming or grinding for the stuff that you want, and you finally found it, and you found out that it is trash. Well, you can turn your trash into treasure with the new introduction of this new system called option enhancement. So if we take a look at the update, so in update 1.2.14, they have introduced a new system. So let's go down there. Here you can see Reactor external component option enhancement. So either for your Reactor or for your external components. And there are some stipulation. Link will be in the description for you if you want to read the text for the update, but we're going to go through it. The main thing that you need to know is it's going to require some resources. And let's go and talk about how you get those resources and how the process goes. So if you look at where we are right here on the map, you are looking for the crafting bench, or you can call it the workbench or whatever you want to call it. So you can come here and you're going to scroll down towards the bottom. You're looking for Reactor option enhancement or external component option enhancement, not to be confused with Reactor enhancement. So let's go with the Reactor option enhancement first. So you know those reactors that you grind for, and they have some stats that you want, but they're not always maxed out. So with this option, you're able to max them out. Let's look at a basic example. Let's say, for instance, you are a Blair enjoyer and you are looking to enhance your reactor that has some cooldown. So all you got to do is just come here and just click on the right reactor, and then you look for the one that you want. Or you can just use the one that you got equipped, depends on what you are using. So let's say, for instance, I want this one of my favorite reactor for First Descendant, because it has skill cooldown and skill duration up. This is simply an example, all right? So the game is going to show you the stats that are not maxed out. So in this instance, there are two stats on this reactor. They are not maxed out, but you have the opportunity to max them out. But it's going to require some resources. It's going to require quantum crystal and also nano compound. How do you get those resources? All right, so before we continue with the enhancement, let's go and show you how you get those resources. So if you click on your character menu and then you just go to consumables, and you're looking for basic materials, or you can just look for them by just typing what you're looking for. As long as you know what the name is, you can just see. If you're using a mouse and keyboard on your console, then it makes it easier, or on PC even easier. So you just come here, you can type the name of what you're looking for. Since I already know what we are looking for, I can just come here and scroll and look for it. And let's say for the quantum crystal right here, so you can look for the acquisition. Now on console, you press the corresponding button. So I click on this one. It shows you all the options that you have to get this resource. Shows you all the options. Many ways that you can get it. And one of the easy way, or ones that give you the most, as far as I've experienced, is going to be the Sigma sector. So you can see Sigma sector here. You can see all the other missions that you can do. There's a lot of options. For either one of them, then you can just come and check. And you can see right here for the nano compound, same thing. If you click on it, it's going to tell you how you can get it, different options. So you're going to have to choose which is the best option for you to go farm this resource. And Sigma sector seems to be the easier one, and also this is the one that's probably going to give you the most. Now that you know how to get the resources to go through with the process, so let's go back to the process, and we're going to go back in here. So we're going to proceed. So trying to max out my skill cooldown on this, and so I go with the option. Now, as you can see what it says right here, on critical success, you have a number that you can get. So the max, as you can see on the bottom, it says 0.074. So let's go through the process. All right. So the first one is complete. So now I still get the other one. If you want to continue, if that's something that you want, if you care about, then yes, you go and just go ahead and do it. And now we are done. As you can see, it really takes some resources. So you have to farm for these things. All right. So that's how this goes for reactors. So when you want to improve or max out your reactor for the stats that you want, then that's how you do it. Now let's go to external component. Now let's go for external components. So same place. Now with external components option enhancement. So you click on this right here and you're looking for a component that you want to improve. The good thing about this, you should already know what stats that you're looking for, what stats you're trying to improve. And let's say, for instance, I want to use the auxiliary that I'm currently using and I want to improve the stats. I got both max HP on there and also the MP recovery out of combat. Those are the stats that you normally looking for in an auxiliary. So I'm just going to click on it. Now I have the options and then the two stats that are not maxed out already on the reactor are going to be presented. So I got MP recovery out of combat and I also have the max HP. Now, as you can see, the max you can get on this one is going to be 914. So now it says on critical success, my next is going to be 611. So we're going to take our chance. But first, the resource, the energy control core. How do you get this? Same thing we're going to do. We're just going to go back to our consumable. So if we click on our character options, just go to consumable. And then we just go to basic material. And you will notice that the energy control core is right here. So if you click on it and you find the acquisition, and it shows you what you need to do to actually get some of those things, right? Dismantling auxiliary power will get you some, whether it's ultimate, rare, or standard. Then there's a lot of other options. And again, like we said, Sigma sectors, if you do the Sigma sectors, then you'll be able to get a lot of those things. So let's show you for an example. So if I go to the map and I click on the Sigma sector and then whichever mission, and you can see that you get 1,500 of those things when you complete the mission, right? So that's the reason why those are going to be some of the better options for you to get more of those things. So you might have to do some grinding. All right. Now let's go and go through with the process. So we come here, we can just select the slot that we want. If we know exactly what we're looking for, just come here, say, let's say you want to do auxiliary. So I know which one I'm looking for. It's the one that I already have equipped, so I can click on it. So to go with the process, it's going to cost us 2,000. All right, so let's go. The first one. Second one. And we maxed out the first one, the MP recovery out of combat. Now the max HP. And just like that, we turn our auxiliary into a golden treasure. You can see right now, they are both gold. They used to be a different color. Now they are both gold because they maxed out. And what can you do with them? Can you max them out more? Now, as you can see, one thing to note is that once your component is maxed out, you won't be able to do any more crafting on it. As you can see, this one right here, this one I equip. And let's go back to the machine so I can show you what I'm talking about. So if we go back to external component, and then if I look for it right here into the auxiliary option, it is not going to be shown here because it's already maxed out. So you only have the option to max out the ones that are not maxed out already. Anyway, that's all we have. Hopefully this helps you out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.